What's up everybody, Jemillio here with another SUPERX review. Now, I'm excited for this one because I am a big Spider-Man fan. Now, he's not my favorite character of all time, but he's pretty high up there. Like, I'm a 90s kid, so my first introduction to the character, like it is for a lot of you guys, it's the animated series that was on Fox Kids. We've had some great, shows since then, but that's like the OG. Like that was kind of the golden age of cartoons where we had like Batman the animated series that was out, we had Superman the animated series that was out, and on Fox Kids, they had X-Men the animated series, and then they had Spider-Man. Love the cartoon, especially when he had crossover episodes. He crossed over with the X-Men. He interacted with the Fantastic Four. It was just really, really cool to kind of have something that introduced the character in such a great way. And then when the movie came out, I was 12 years old. So you can only imagine how mind-blowing that was as a 12-year-old little boy seeing Spider-Man in live action, on the big screen. So I'm a big fan of this character, and the nice thing about this drop is after a couple weeks after this Spider-Man drop, they're coming out with Ghost Spider for the ladies, so we're gonna get into that later on in the video. But I wanna get right into it. Also, if you guys want a discount code at checkout, you can use my discount code Jemil, J-E-M-I-L. It'll give you 15% off anything on their site, so just in case you see something that catches your eye, use that discount code. So we're first gonna start talking about the hoodie and the joggers. I'm 5'10", 190 pounds with more of a muscular build, and I'm wearing a large in both the hoodie and the joggers. And I wanna first start off with talking about the color. I love the red and the blue that they went with this. The red and the blue, sometimes it's lighter, sometimes it's darker, depending on which iteration of Spider-Man that you see, but I love this particular shade that they went with both. Some details that you have on it is a silicone spider in the middle of the chest. You have a mesh material at the shoulder and at the oblique area and under the arm. You also have mesh on the inside of the hood. And you have some cool detail in the tape in the hood that says, "With great power comes great responsibility," because of course that's Spider-Man's mantra. And you have a direct-to-garment printing of spider webs on just the hood. Now you might be asking, well, how come they didn't put webs across the entirety of the thing? Well, the answer is simple. For those of you who are new here and have never worn SUPERX clothes before, SUPERX makes gym clothes. These are activewear. These are not meant to lounge in. This is not meant to go to sleep in. This is not meant for you to have a sort of comfortable cosplay with a mask that you got off of Etsy somewhere, or 3D printed yourself. You can wear them obviously wherever you want. You can wear them however you want, but the purpose of these clothes is workout gear. So the problem is when you take webbing and put it across the entirety of the body, especially with the paneling, because the paneling, they went basically comic accurate. Spider-Man always has red down the middle of his torso and blue on his side. So they didn't do anything to kind of vary from the placement of those colors. But if they would have added DTG or stitching webbing all over it, at that point, it just looks full-on costume. And if that's what you're looking for, if you're the kind of person who's like, well, that's what I want, then go somewhere else. This obviously isn't for you. These are for people who are looking for workout clothes, gym clothes, while having that inspiration from the characters that we all know and love. So I wanted to kind of address that and clarify that. My sizing recommendation for this is go true to size. I wear a large on all my other jackets. I'm gonna wear a large here. Some of you guys who've been wearing the clothes for a while like to size down. So let's say you wear a large, you may wanna size down to a medium because you're like, well, I like my stuff fitting super snug to the body and I want it to really show off my physique. Because this is a pullover, I would not recommend that. Now with the zip up, you can get away with sizing down if you want to have it real snug to the body. I wouldn't recommend that, especially for a pullover, because if I size down to a medium in this, I would basically not be able to get out of this. The nice thing with this hoodie is it does accentuate your physique. So it's slimmer in the chest, slimmer in the arms, and it even hugs your torso a little bit more. Like this is not a boxy cut. It's not real loose in the body. It's not a relaxed fit, it's an athletic fit. So, I wouldn't recommend sizing down because of the fact that it's already cut like that, fits like that, and it's a pullover. So true to size on this hoodie is my sizing recommendation. Also, this is a men's size. So some of you guys will ask, like, is it unisex? It's not unisex. It is a men's size large that I have on, and again, I recommend going true to size. Moving on to the joggers, again, I'm a large in these as well. They went with the exact same color as the hoodie. They have 2 zipper pockets, one on the left and one on the right. These are big pockets, nice and deep. The pockets on the hoodie are smaller. Like, you can get your hands in there, but they are smaller pockets. The pockets on this, again, however, they're a lot bigger. You have mesh material at the gusset. You've got the same silicone spider on the left leg here that's on the center of the chest of the hoodie. And then when you come all the way down to the bottom at the back of the calf area, you have the mesh material also. That's what makes up this red fabric. It's that mesh material that's at the gusset of the joggers, and that's on the same kind of mesh that's on the hoodie. Now, the material on both of these is a cotton poly spandex blend. So it has this kind of silky smooth feel to it. It does keep you warm, but air is able to go through pretty easily. So wind is able to go through. It's not something that is gonna keep you warm in like super cold weather, because again, it's made to work out in. So it does keep you warm while still letting while still allowing your heat to escape. And the pants and jacket, they're very stretchy. They feel great, and they kind of, you know, they don't get in the way of any movement that you might be doing. Now, my sizing recommendation for the joggers is true to size. You can size down 1 if you like your pants feeling kind of tight. I'm not into that kind of thing, so I would say true to size. I wear a large in all my joggers. Sometimes I'll size down to a medium, but pretty much all the time I wear a large, so I would say wear a large in these. These are tapered. They're not like a big, boxy, like relaxed fit, and I have bigger thighs, so I like having the extra room. So that's my sizing recommendation. Going on to the short sleeve, the long sleeve, and the tank top, I'm gonna move through those pretty quickly because they're all pretty much the same except for some, you know, minor differences, which I'm gonna get into. But let's start off with the short sleeve first. I'm wearing a large in everything. So I'm wearing a large in this, and it's the same material. It's a polyester spandex blend that they use on all their performance gear. And again, I've talked about before about just the red and the blue that they've used. I love the shade of red and the shade of blue that they've picked for this. Some highlights on this are underneath the arm, there's this sort of mesh material, and across the upper back, there's that same mesh material with a reflective X on it. And in the middle of the chest, there is a silicone spider, and a cool feature on the performance shirts is on the neck tape, it says, with great power comes great responsibility. A very comfortable shirt, very stretchy. I'm not exactly sure kind of how much spandex it has in it, but there's a lot of stretch to it, very comfortable. Let me talk about the long sleeve now. The long sleeve is pretty much the same except for that mesh, that blue mesh underneath the arm obviously extends down farther because it's a long sleeve. The same mesh on the back and the same reflective X sign on it and the same silicone spider. And then the tank top has the same feature. So obviously there's no blue mesh underneath the arm because this doesn't have any arms. But you still have that mesh on the upper back. And all these shirts have the phrase on there with great power comes great responsibility on the neck tape. So everything's pretty much the same on all of these. Now, my sizing recommendation is going to be go true to size. You can size down if you want. I would say if you are someone who's a little bit smaller, a little bit leaner, a little bit thinner, then you can get away with sizing down, but I wouldn't recommend it. Usually, like, so again, I'm 5'10", about 190 pounds. Usually people that are like my height but a little bit thinner, let's say they're like 170 or 160, they typically wear like a medium. So again, going true to size, there's really no reason to go up in these at all. Even if you're somebody who has like a big stomach, there's so much stretch on this and it's an elongated cut. I couldn't imagine somebody having to go up on a size. So true to size is my recommendation on these shirts. Now, there are 2 kinds of shorts that are coming out with the Spider-Man drop, and I'm actually really excited about these first ones that I'm gonna talk about because they have a liner on the inside, like a compression liner. And I'm excited about it because SUPERX has never come out with that before. This is the first time they've ever made shorts like this. And I think they nailed it. They're very comfortable. So you have three options. You have blue and red as the minor. You have red and blue as the minor color, and then you have black and red as the minor color. So let's go over some details that you'll see here. They went with the solid color on the front, and there is some minor webbing detail on this small strip on the side that you can see here. They have two zippers, one on the left, one on the right side. And the outer shell doesn't have that much stretch to it, but it's very loose. So you don't have to worry about it kind of getting in the way when you're doing squats or anything like that. Sometimes when you have a liner, a short with a liner like this, so the inner liner is very stretchy. Like that you want stretchy, there's webbing on that. But sometimes with shorts like this, if they make the outer shell too tight, when you try to squat, you know, do things like walking lunges, etc., it gets in the way. That doesn't happen because there's so much room there that even though there isn't much stretch on the outer layer, I've had no issues doing any sort of workout in it. So, you know, I think all the colors look great. My personal favorite one is kind of the black and red because I'm a Miles Morales fan and it's easy to pair with anything. I have a lot of black workout shirts, so that's kind of my favorite one. And each one has a silicone spider on the bottom right leg. So I think these shorts are great. I'm wearing a large in these as well. I would say go true to size. I wear a large in all my other shorts that are the same kind as this. And I would say stick with your normal size. The second pair of shorts for this Spider-Man drop are these mesh shorts. Now these are the same kind of shorts if you got the Assassin's Creed shorts, if you got the Deadpool and Wolverine shorts, the Avengers drop had a bunch of mesh shorts. So these are the same as those. They have the same features where, you know, there's like a hideaway zipper on the left side, there's an open pocket on the right side, and there's a silicone logo on the bottom of the right leg. Now, one of the things that they changed on this going forward from the Avengers shorts is they changed the liner inside to a nylon liner, and it feels great. It's got a lot of stretch to it. It feels great on your legs. And the mesh even has a little bit of stretch to it also. So these are super comfortable, like very comfortable to wear. I love these things. You can, you know, work out in them very easily, walk around in them, lounge in them, whatever. But during workouts and stuff, I've had no issue at all. My sizing recommendation for this is go true to size. Now, let's talk about the Ghost Spider drop. Now, after seeing Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, I'm a big Ghost Spider fan. Like after seeing that, for one thing, I've always liked Gwen Stacy more than Mary Jane. Mary Jane gets on my nerves. But in terms of the alternate universe where, you know, Gwen Stacy is the Ghost Spider, Spider Woman, you know, whatever you want to call her, she goes by Spider Gwen, she goes by a bunch of different names. After seeing her in Into the Spider-Verse and especially in Across the Spider-Verse, I became a big fan of hers. I actually saw, it was in LA, there was a live orchestral performance of the movie Across the Spider-Verse. I saw Into the Spider-Verse, they did it for that one, and then a year later they did Across the Spider-Verse. And whenever, as soon as like Gwen Stacy comes on the scene, everybody cheered, including myself, because, you know, they really, really did her justice in that film, and she's just an awesome character. Now there are 4 items in this Ghost Spider collection. These are sized for women. This is not a unisex size. So what I did is I actually had my girlfriend model these, and she's gonna give you a little bit of insight on kind of what the size is and how it fits her and all that kind of stuff. But I first wanted to kind of go through a breakdown of the details on some of this because I love this design. Now I think her costume Ghost Spider's costume in general looks awesome. I think I love the colors, I love the style of it, but I think that SUPERX absolutely nailed this design. So you have like white as the main color here, you have some black highlights. It's the same fabric, cotton polyester spandex blend as the Spider-Man hoodie and joggers and like all of SUPERX's other clothes, so there's no difference there. And then the pink underneath is that mesh material that you see on a lot of their hoodies. I love this design. On the inside of the hood, you have a tape where it says Ghost Spider, and then you have a direct-to-garment print of webbing on the inside of her hood, just like she does on her suit. And then on the back, there's a silicone Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider logo there on the back. Moving on to the joggers, again, these are pretty much the same. It's the exact same material. They're pretty simple. They went with purple contrast stitching on the black, which I think looks really, really great. There are two zippers on here. The left one is an open pocket. The right one is a zipper pocket. And then on the back of the calves, you have pink detail. And then I like how they went with this teal on the bottom of the cuff, because a lot of the time she wears kind of her teal colored, or I think cyan would be the correct, I guess more correct name for the color, cyan ballet shoes, or in like the Spider-Verse movies, she's wearing cyan colored Chuck Taylors. So either way, she tends to wear kind of that blue, that shade of blue-green on her feet, and so I like the fact that they kind of added that detail on the bottom of the cuffs. But as you can see, they're mainly black and white. You know, a lot of times you'll see her with only black, her legs are only black, but I like how they added some of the white detail. So that way, in my opinion, even if somebody is only wearing the joggers without a hoodie or without, without like a matching shirt or something, to me, it still gives off that Ghost Spider look. I misspoke. There's 5 items in this collection. I forgot to mention the crop top hoodie. So this is the same material. Like, you may be wondering, well, is it the same? Is it, the only thing is it's the exact same material, the same mesh in the same spot, the same webbing detail on the inside of the hood. There's mesh on the inside of the hood. The only difference is really just the cut. It's obviously a crop top. It's shorter. There's no zipper on it. There's no drawstring. So it's just a slightly more simplified version of that zip-up hoodie. It's just a different fit. And obviously, you know, there's some details missing, but in terms of the fabric, it's the exact same great fabric that they use on the main zip up. Okay, so you're 5'1", about 125 to 128. You normally wear a small in your clothes. You are wearing a medium in the joggers and the zip up hoodie and the crop top hoodie. So let's talk about the zip up hoodie and the joggers first. What do you think about the sizing, this being your height and weight and having a size medium in this?
I think it's a little bit too big for me, so I usually wear a size small, and I think I would keep it as a size small. I would wear a size small in both the zip up and the joggers.
Okay, so staying true to size. You would even mention you may even like an extra small. Like you would probably want to see how an extra small feels. So sizing recommendation for the zip up hoodie and the joggers would be to either go true to size, your normal size that you typically get, or to even size down if you're more petite. So let's talk about the crop top hoodie. You had a medium in that. What's your bust size? I think that's important for a lot of ladies to know.
I'm between a 34 and 36C.
And you liked the medium, you said in that one, right? So
I liked the medium because I felt it covered more of my stomach. If you like the true crop top look where it ends underneath your bust, then I would say go true to size. However, if you want more of your stomach covered, then I would size up.
Gotcha. So wouldn't recommend sizing down twice on that one. So sizing recommendation for that crop top hoodie would be to either size up if you want your stomach to be covered a little bit more, or to stay true to size on that one. All right, very cool. And last but not least, let's move on to the shorts. So they have cyan and pink, and then white and pink, and these are mesh shorts, the same kind of mesh that the Spider-Man shorts are. Again, if you're someone that got the Assassin's Creed, if you're someone that got the Deadpool and Wolverine mesh shorts, or the Avengers mesh shorts, this is the same kind of mesh shorts. They have this, I think it's this awesome looking graphic, almost like graffiti graphic on the right side, and that nylon liner is on the inside of these shorts as well. It feels great, and the pockets are the same. So the exact same as the Spider-Man ones, kind of a hideaway pocket on the left and open pocket on the right. Okay, so the shorts, you're wearing a medium in these. You normally wear a size small. I know you normally wear a small. Would you recommend true to size? Would you recommend sizing up? How do those mediums feel on you?
I would recommend true to size. However, if you have bigger hips or bigger thighs, I would probably size up.
Are those mediums uncomfortable on you? Like, what do you think about them?
No, I like them. I mean, I would wear them as is, but if you wanted a little bit more snug or a little bit shorter, maybe true to size.
Gotcha. Okay, so recommendation for the shorts is true to size, get whatever size you normally get. But if you want to size up, you could get away with it. It wouldn't, you know, the size jump isn't too drastic where you couldn't get away with it. So cool, thank you. And that's gonna sum up this review. Once again, make sure you use that discount code at checkout if you want 15% off anything on their site. It'll give you the discount and it helps support me directly to keep making these videos for you guys. I love being able to kind of give you like the inside information on these clothes and kind of do the breakdown so you guys can make an educated decision if it's something that you want to pick up or not. So I love being able to do that. If you guys have any questions about the sizing, maybe I didn't go over something well enough, or I kind of skipped over something a little too fast, let me know in the comments, and I want to get to as many questions as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.